South Africa's ruling party on Friday launched a closely watched conference that looks set to re-elect Cyril Ramaphosa as leader despite a tarnishing cash heist scandal. Some 4,500 African National Congress delegates from across the country are due to vote during the 5-day convention at an event center in Johannesburg. Outside the conference venue, decked out in the party's green, yellow and black colors, a group of delegates chanted in Zulu that Ramaphosa should leave the presidency over the Farmgate scandal. They also sang a popular pro-Zuma song. On the eve of the conference, Zuma announced he is suing Ramaphosa over a leaked medical report linked to a 1990s arms corruption trial. For more on the mounting pressure on President Ramaphosa, I'm joined live via Skype from Washington by Phiwokuhle Mnyandu, a lecturer of African Studies at Howard University. Professor Mnyandu, it's great to have you back on Africa 54.
It's good to be here with you and your viewers.
Give us a brief on what could possibly be some of the accusations that Ramaphosa is faced with that may find him culpable.
Well, there's a Zulu saying in South Africa, it's kunisbuya nomkhwezeli. It means when someone is tending a fire, sometimes an accident happens such that the log burns the person tending the fire. There's a lot of infrastructure that Mr. Ramaphosa tried to put, anti-corruption infrastructure. One of this was Section 89, strengthening it. Section 89 is akin to the 25th Amendment in the US that basically gives the legislature power to remove a president. So Mr. Ramaphosa has a scandal. Well, cash went missing in his house last year. Problem is that instead of reporting it, it is alleged that he had someone basically act on his behalf to basically recoup the cash. Not only that, it is alleged that he didn't report this. This is a big scandal. Now, this scandal in the backdrop of a very contentious ANC presidency, basically a battle that's going on right now as we speak, has basically had Mr. Ramaphosa on the defensives. My point then is that some of the infrastructure, anti-corruption infrastructure that Mr. Ramaphosa put has basically come back to kind of bite him as well.
So what a section of South Africans feel that ANC has failed to deliver during Ramaphosa's time and before him, President Jacob Zuma. What are some of the issues that is bringing about this discontent?
Well, to be fair to Mr. Ramaphosa, most South Africans who vote, at least on Twitter and in the media and in just general conversations, they're exasperated by the ANC itself. But of course, Mr. Ramaphosa personifies the ANC as its president. So like all things in politics, you blame the leader when things go wrong, but when things go right, everyone takes credit. So people are exasperated with the ANC itself. Unemployment is still high, 30%. Inequality is still high. And most of all, the exasperating situation of electricity. South Africa has always been known as a country that had reliable energy supply, but South Africans have had rolling blackouts for the last 2 to 3 years, and they're not very happy about it, and they blame the ANC's failure for it. By extension, Mr. Ramaphosa.
Now, what happens if Ramaphosa fails to win ANC re-election as a party leader? Or if he wins, what does he need to do to solidify the party looking forward to his second term in 2024?
Yes, if he wins, it would basically mean a shot in the arm for whatever anti-corruption, whatever reform he had envisaged 5 years ago, when basically he won, but it was kind of a draw between factions. But if he wins, it will be kind of an outright win. So it will solidify him to be able to put into practice these practices. But if he loses, it would also mean that he might end up in prison, just like his predecessor ended up on the wrong side of the law. So in this game of of musical chairs, when the music stops, it's usually at the end of the ANC Congress, which is going on right now. The person who's found out wanting ends up in jail sometimes.